You can see the sun is reflecting off my face, so you can, you know, you would think today is a sunny day. But when, a lot of people talk about, okay, you can just stand out in the sun, get the sun, you'll get the vitamin D. But apparently that's not really the case. Even if you look at your phones or look at the weather, what's important is the UV index. And right now the UV index is, you see the sun is reflecting, shining on my face. Now, a lot of people say you just need sunlight. That's all you need to get your vitamin D. For us in the diaspora over here, mainly, in the Americas, we had to deal with colder climate. And even right now in the wintertime, a lot of people may think, well, I don't want to take supplements. I don't want to, maybe if I'm a vegetarian, I don't want to eat, or vegan, I don't want to eat fish or milk, different things like that. So how can I get my vitamin D? So I'm going to prove that vitamin D supplements actually work. I'm not getting sponsored or paid to give this information, but this is very important because I think it saved my life. I had some health issues going on, and I started taking vitamin D supplements, and it worked. And I'm going to show you, if I can, without giving away too much of my information, my lab results. I'm going to show you, you'll see here that it says vitamin D level 6. And then in a matter of months, from taking about 5,000 IUs a day, I rose my vitamin D levels to a 36. And I think they say anything under a 15 is terrible. So you can imagine me having a 6, the shape I must have been in. You know what I mean? So I feel like, the first real video, I've done Facebook Live videos, the first real video, I want to be more transparent this year, let you guys know more who I am, my personality, different things like that. So what better way to start on something that can help, that's changed my life, that can help change your life. So again, even Dr. Oz, whether you want to say he's this or that, or he gives out some inaccurate information, that's fine. But there's a video, he says that vitamin D, if he could recommend just one vitamin or one supplement, it would be vitamin D. That's how important it is. And I got my lab work done. I think it'll say like December, late December. And in a matter of a few months, I rose. And the only thing I did was take vitamin D. And I was completely better. So, vitamin D, they say, is stored in the fat and liver. So, most people's vitamin D, everyone should get their lab work done. It's not really so, once you learn to heal yourself, the most important thing I would say would be to get lab work done so you can easily diagnose yourself. And even if you because when the doctor said it was a 36 level for me, he said that's pretty good for Cleveland, especially for me. So the vitamin D, it'll say like bone and immunity health, but when you really research into it, the vitamin D is responsible for the pineal gland. It's responsible for fighting off diseases. It's responsible like autoimmune diseases and things. And most importantly almost is diabetes. So we know that if the correlation between, there's a diabetic epidemic in America in the black community, but most people are not aware of, if people were taking vitamin D's and focus on their vitamin D in the liver, cleaning the liver because that's where the vitamin D is stored, that would definitely, I think, stop the diabetes epidemic. Of course, diet also too, but even if you change your diet, I eat a healthy diet. I don't eat any meat or anything. So a diet can't save you all the time if you're not getting, your your right vitamins or diet. So again, the pineal gland, for the people that want to get metaphysical, get your vitamin D supplements, and I'll show you which supplement that I use and which one that works for me. Specifically for, of course, everybody can take it, but specifically for people of color, black people who are in these northern climates, you have, this is probably be one of the coldest winters ever, to kind of symbolize that just because the sun is out, you're not going to be getting the vitamin D like you think you are. It can be hot and shining on your face, but if that UV index, if it's not at least at a 7 or something, because mostly I've checked every day since it's been cold like this, it's been at a 0 or a 1. So it's been sunny quite a few times. So again, even with that, you're not going to get the vitamin D. People are not going to tell you this. They're going to say, just go get sun and, stand in the sun and sunbathe in the wintertime. But I'm proving to you that it works. Supplements work. The only other supplement I take is B12. If people are telling you that vitamin D supplements don't work, I'm proving it to you because it worked for me. It was the only thing I took and I felt better. Now, in addition to doing that, you should be detoxing your liver. If your body can't hold vitamin D, maybe you should take more fats and, look to really detox your liver. When you're out in the sun all day, it's like 20,000 IUs or 10,000 IUs, something like that. So taking 5,000 IUs you'll be fine. But it will make you tired because your body, it starts automatically repairing yourself. So you will get tired, you will feel like you need to rest, you'll feel like you can't do something sometimes, but you'll notice the first day, you'll start sleeping better. So it'll really take a few weeks, maybe a good month, for your body to adjust to it. And vitamin D is not a vitamin, it's a hormone. I understand all of that. But again, for those against vitamin D supplements, or if you've seen people that are against it, get your levels checked. Right? That's what you can do for yourself rather than listen to people. You can get your levels checked and maybe try and get your liver checked or something, but it worked for me. If you don't want to stay on them, the least you can do is get your levels checked, get your liver checked, and maybe just take them a few times out the week accordingly instead of every day, just notice if you see a difference. You know what I mean? But if you're in, we're here in Cleveland, and they say it feels like -15, and it's been, the lake area is frozen, the Great Lakes is frozen. You're not gonna get any vitamin D, and we're just in the beginning of January. We still got a good 2-3 months. So what are you gonna do? I think at the very least, you should get your blood work done, and you should take them during the winter. If you don't want to take them every day during the winter, take them, a couple times out the week, but just during the winter to keep your levels so you can stay, be the best version of yourself. Not to sound cliche, but, it's very, very important. And, 5,000 IUs, you're not going to get toxic levels. I checked. See, the sun is coming out, but it's not really. That's just, it's really just sad when you think about it. We were brought here, or if you're saying we've been here, whatever. I'm not down south. I'm not, my family moved up here to escape racism. So even if you say, we weren't slaves and we're brought here, if you believe that, we still had to migrate from the south. My family's from, Mississippi, my grandmother's side. So they migrated from the south. where they don't have to deal with, they shouldn't have vitamin D issues as far as with lack of sunlight like we do up here. So either way, man, it's depressing when you think about it too long, like how we have to, the things we have to do, like besides racism and that are that don't align with our nature, that don't align with our body type, our phenotype. You know what I mean? So vitamin D, get your levels checked. Take some vitamin D supplements. I'll show you, and I'll leave a link on the ones that I took that worked for me. All right.